What's up, guys? My name is Chase Farrow, and it is a wet and rainy day here in Texas. However, that's not going to stop us from getting a bunch of stuff done today, because today is an exciting day. Now, if you saw my last video, you saw that I unboxed my new wheels that I'm going to be using on the track. And today is the day to get the tires mounted. Now, obviously, those wheels are not going to fit in my car. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go up to my shop in Whitewright. I'm going to pick up the truck, come back down. I'll pick up the wheels, get them over to Discount because they have my tires there, get them all mounted and everything, bring them back and put them on the car. That being said, there is something I have to do first, and that is I have to take the car here in just a few minutes over to my buddy Rob, who owns Tent Star, and he's going to be redoing the tent on my car because, well, it's a pretty old tent, and as you can kind of see in some spots, like right here, I don't know if that's really showing on camera very well, but the tent's just old, it's tired, and so he's gonna go ahead and redo the tent on my car for me, and I'm excited because the interior of this car is already hard enough to keep cool because the Z06 doesn't have any insulation or sound deadening or anything like that, and the torque tube runs straight down the middle of the car. This tunnel right here, that's where the torque tube passes through, and that generates a pretty considerable amount of heat. And so what ends up happening is if you're running with no AC, if it's 100 degrees outside of the car, it's about 110 inside the car. So the tent is going to go a long ways in helping keep the inside of the car cool and make the air conditioner not have to work so hard. But yeah, so that's the agenda for today. I'm really looking forward to seeing these wheels on there. So without further ado, let's get going. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but the weather's kind of gross at the moment. It's stopped raining for the most part. It's still sprinkling here and there, but it's still wet, which is, you know, not generally fun for drag radials. But there is one fun thing about it, and that is the looks that people give you when you're out and about driving a car that's this low, driving a car that's built like this, and you're on drag radials in the rain. The looks that people give you is wildly entertaining. I mean, people just, well, they think you're an idiot, and they're right. But it doesn't stop it from being funny. So I actually just got to Tent Star and got the car in here, which, by the way, this color is absolutely perfect for this room. I mean, look at that. That is, got that sick background. This is a really cool shop in the first place. And it's run by a friend of mine, Rob Yang, who, if you aren't already following him on Instagram, it's Tent Star Bob, or is it Tent Star Rob or Tent Star Bob?
So yeah, that's the personal one, Tent Star Bob, _star_Bob.
So they should follow you, should they follow you at the Tent Star DTX?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you should for sure follow him at Tent Star DTX. It's _DTX?
Tent Star, I think it's just Tent Star DTX.
I'll put it on the screen, so it'll be right here. So follow that account. Anyways, Rob does absolutely fantastic work. I've seen his, the tent he's done on a number of cars, and it just absolutely looks awesome. And unfortunately, he's actually having a little bit of trouble already on mine, but he's actually blowing through it pretty quickly, all things considered. The tent on my windows are very obviously old. I'm assuming they've probably been on there about as long as the car's been around, and that's been since 2002. And so it was actually delaminating when he was trying to take it off the window. You can kind of see some of these strips here, how it was a single layer of tent turning into 2 layers. But hopefully it goes pretty smoothly, at least as smooth as it's going now. That being said, I'm gonna get out of Rob's hair, and I'm going to go over to Discount. So what'll be an hour for me will be seconds for you. So let's go. All right, so I just pulled up here to Discount Tire. I'm gonna go ahead and get these wheels unloaded. We'll get the tires on them, and then we will get them back home so we can actually see them. All right, so I am back here in my garage, got the car here. Unfortunately, the tent didn't work out. So I'm gonna end up having to take the car back to Rob next week because apparently, I was not aware of this, some of you guys might be, especially if you've owned one of these. The rear windshield on the C5 Z06 is apparently extraordinarily difficult to tint because of its shape. It's really hard to get the tent to conform to the shape of the windshield. That being said, even though the tent didn't work out, today wasn't a total wash. It was a hectic day, but I have something. Here are the wheels, and they look absolutely fantastic. Not sure how, but for some reason, it only had 3 center caps. So I left a message with them. I imagine they'll get back to me tomorrow. But dude, these things look awesome. The tires fit fantastic. And now I'm about to put them on this thing.
A few minutes later.
All right, so I got them on. Dude, they look awesome, fantastic. So now, well, I guess I'd probably better show you guys. But I'm not gonna show you here. I'm gonna show you somewhere else. So let's teleport real quick.